not only have a coffee business. So he graduated from the US with a computer program degree. How did you get into computer programming? Did you enjoy it? Was it a passion of yours?
To be honest, I know nothing about computers. The scholarship, they had a list of degrees and majors, and one of them is computer engineering. So what happened is I went in to the scholarship. I was applying to be architecture, which also I didn't know nothing about. But I ended up being a computer engineer, which I really enjoyed. I loved solving problems, mostly complicated problems, knowing a lot about technology. And hopefully, after 4 years of majoring in computer engineering, I graduated from Iowa State University. And I came back to the UAE, and I started my first tech company.
Oh, wow. So just to be clear for the audience, when you say computer engineering, are you talking about the software or hardware or both?
Both. So in computer engineering degree in Iowa State, we did both the electrical engineering part and the software engineering. So we did a lot of programming at the same time, a lot of understanding of the hardware technology.
Mm-hmm. And how was your experience in the US?
So I didn't work in the US. I just so let me tell you about what I did in the US other than studying and doing my bachelor degree. On the side, I used to sell books.
Oh, wow.
So
It's a very good side hustle, huh?
Yeah, so I actually enjoyed selling stuff. I believe I was creating value to others, instead of buying the book for $100, I sell it. So my friends, they throw away their books. I collect them and sell them for like $20. So I like the process of selling stuff and flipping stuff. At the same time, I used to also buy and sell cars in the US. So I spent around 4 years and a half, 5 years in the US, including my 1 year English program. During these 5 years, I did probably bought and sold around 14 cars. So selling and buying is one of my hobbies.
Nice. Have you ever bought a Tesla?
I own a Tesla right now. So
oh, wow. Okay.
yeah. So I own a Tesla right now. Of course, back then there is no Tesla. I had a Hyundai 2000. So it was 2010, and I had the 2002 Hyundai.
Do you plan on buying the Cybertruck?
No, I'm not really interested, in the Cybertruck. But I am interested in the Roadster. Hopefully one day I will get the Roadster.
Inshallah. So this is how you started your entrepreneurial journey, huh?
Yes, selling books.
There's nothing wrong with that. This is actually how Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, started. So he's almost going to be the first trillionaire in the world. So for my next question, one sec. Everyone in the startup ecosystem wants to know, how do you get money to start or to create a startup?
So you don't really need money to start a company and sell stuff. You are the money. You need to work hard toward it. So people, they put an excuse of not having enough cash to invest in their company. Yes, cash is very important, but also you need to validate if your idea will work or not. So execution, what matters. And I believe we are lucky that we are living in an age where you can try out tens of ideas in a short time and see what works, what not. You have the internet there. You have a lot of resources available online. You have, for example, your channel. People can learn from other entrepreneurs. So resources is there, knowledge is there, how to do things are there, but people need to put the effort and the hard work to get what they want.
A lot of people say, oh, this is the secret to success, or that's what all entrepreneurs say. But how did you really start? Walk me through the process.
So I came in with a lot of saving So I didn't used to spend a lot of money back in the US. Came in back to the UAE. 3 months after coming back, I started my first software company, and with the saving I had, I think it took me around 4 years to get into different projects with clients, developing website, developing mobile apps for clients. I also started a restaurant with my friend. So we started a small restaurant, and to be honest, this restaurant taught me a lot about managing people, about managing expenses and supply. Believe me, I think the restaurant we had was just a takeaway restaurant, which was 3 meter by 3 meter and a window, and that's it. And I think this was in 2015,
Was that
and
in the UAE or the
it
US?
was in UAE. So it was in
Oh, okay.
UAE. So we started this small kitchen, and it was only takeaway. And partner was, a marketing guy. He was, saying that, oh, you need to do social media, you need to hire some influencers, and I didn't believe that. So I said, you need to do really good food, and people will come. So what
Hmm.
happened is we did both. We did the really good food, and we really good marketing. And this small restaurant or this small kitchen made 1.2 million dirham in 1 year only.
Oh, wow.
This is, yeah,
Does that include the cost?
this is the revenue. So
Oh,
this was our
revenue.
sales.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
shocking. A small kitchen like this usually struggle to do sales, but this is where you learn and understand that running a business is not just building a product. No, you need the whole element to it, from marketing it, from doing the accounting. So you need to do all the necessary work to make it successful.
And what?
Focusing on marketing only won't make it successful. So people will come try your food, and then if it doesn't taste good, they will not come back.
Hmm. And did you build an app for that as well?
Not really. So I didn't. I wasn't thinking of doing a food app or even a coffee app. I was more into looking into a problems and trying to solve them. Uh, by that time, I think there was a lot of restaurants. Apps for food delivery.
Hmm.
They just started at that time, and I wasn't, looking to it as a business side. I thought actually when they started, I thought, okay, they really do well. I don't need to go and compete with them. Sadly, after a while, you understood that, oh, they
It's a
might have a good
necessity.
app, yeah, and people need to order food online, but the services that these food apps are giving are not to the standard. So there is a lot of issues between the company or the website and the restaurant. There is a lot of issues between customers and the delivery and all that. So 1 year before, I started my own app, which is under my own company. So the company is Pick Technologies, and our focus is to, imagine what's the future of food will be, and try to invest in it and develop it. So one of the main project or our first project was a coffee app. So I believe in the future people will not stand in line, or they don't want to waste their time standing in line to get their coffee. They want to place an order online and go to pick up their coffee. And there is a lot of competition in this field. Actually, in different countries, they are developing the same product. So after building an experience of almost 5 years in the tech industry and in the hospitality industry as a restaurant, I know exactly how a restaurant or a cafe function, and how simplicity is important to non-tech savvy staff. So we developed a product that will help cafes to get more customers online, and also helped customer to find amazing coffee shops in the city. So
Hmm.
yeah, from
You
there
know,
we started this project. Yeah.
mhm. You remind me of the CEO of Deliveroo. He
Hmm.
spent 9 months just
Hmm.
delivering food before he
Hmm.
actually started the application, before he launched it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So our case is different. We saw that there is a market coming up for coffee, and people would consume coffee every day, but there wasn't a convenience way to do it, and plus We are focusing on cashless payments, so we don't actually
Falusi.
use. So we use Flusi, but we don't use cash. We
Hmm.
believe the future will be cashless. People will not hold cash in their pocket.
I don't
I'm
remember
expecting
when
this.
was the last time I spent cash because I'm using credit
Yeah,
cards all the time.
and this is one thing. Second thing is maybe I believe in the next 2 years, people will not use cash, or at least in our region here in UAE. Um,
Hmm.
so cashless is the way to go, and we are doing cashless transaction. So people they see they find the cafe, they choose the drink, and they pay for it online. And within 5 minutes they reach, they find the coffee is hot and waiting for them. They just pick it up and move on with their life. So we are growing and we are doing really good transactions. Our product is not only serving UAE actually, so we have developed the technology to serve more than 140 countries,
Oh
and
wow.
we already launched in Saudi Arabia and the US, and we are accepting cafes to join from Europe. So it's a universal coffee finding app and paying app for the coffee.
Hmm.
And this is what we are trying to build. And this is the start, to be honest. Our goal
Hmm.
as Pick Technologies is to, look into problems in the food industry and try to solve them. And I believe, coffee will be the first thing to solve. From this, we will build the knowledge and the experience with dealing with different, regions, and then we can implement more solutions to the food industry.
Yeah, some people jokingly say that they can't live without coffee. So it's definitely a sustainable business.
Yeah, it is. It is actually healthy if you drink good coffee, and
Hmm.
instead of drinking this sugar syrups.